To be honest, girl, I totally forgot about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I watched it yesterday. I did not take near note, but I actually have no recollection. Maybe I can go on, we could just talk about it, and I can just go on Twitter and talk about what is on Twitter, and that will recall my memory because I don't remember. I know that Jennifer Tilly was there
Dorit, I do not need for you to
with her snacks that she gets with her Chucky money. Shout out to Jennifer Tilly. Do y'all want to talk about Beverly Hills? Yeah, let's talk about Beverly Hills. Let's go to the we can go to Instagram. We can go to Beverly Bravo Shade Room or OMFG Reality. Let's see. Okay, so okay, I do want to know. Oh, they brought Kathy out. I do want to know. Okay, at the end, they show Garcelle leaving at the end. So Garcelle didn't leave at the beginning. I thought she left at the beginning. So she was back out there. She leaves at the end. Why? What happened? What was said? What little snide comment was made for Garcelle to be like, you know what, never mind. I'm out of here. And then Dorit yells and tells her she's being unprofessional. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Dorit, I know some of the girls felt like Dorit was eating Sutton up, but the fact that Sutton wasn't fighting back, I don't think that her little reads were landing the way that they should have landed. Like, I feel like Dorit's grievances aren't real. Like, it's like, you have a problem with me for what? Girl, shut up. Like, whatever, girl. Like, I don't know. That's what Dorit is giving me. Like, she's, oh, you don't even live on a main road. That did not land for me. I was like, that's crazy. In Beverly Hills, in Bel Air, you saying you don't even live on a main road. Dorit, no, girl, that don't even make sense. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Here's a clip. Let's see what this clip is.
I heard. Yeah, I wanted to say to Kyle that it feels like you told me things off camera to shut me up. I told you off camera because it was stuff that I couldn't say on camera, and I was just trusting you and sharing with you. It was my way of getting to a deeper level with you and showing that we're friends and I'm trusting you.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You felt a certain way about her telling you some information off camera. Was it about she who cannot be named? Yeah. All like the tabloids, all the stories, out there. I know there's a lot of curiosity about the person they always talk about. I'm not using her name intentionally.
Girl, okay. I'm not gonna watch the whole clip because we can't. But I don't even have an opinion on it anymore because I think I've said it. Oh, I feel like I'm just saying the same things over and over and over again when it comes to these housewives shows. I don't care about the Sutton and I don't care about the Sutton and Dorit, situation. I felt like it was falling flat for me. They talked to Jennifer Tilly. She came out. They talked to her for a while. Even when Dorit tried to come for Jennifer Tilly, like, she was like, trying to come up with something. I was like, is she trying to just come up with anything? I don't know. And then it does lead me back to the season before this season where everybody was like, Dorit is going to have to do something to stay on the show because everybody was acting like Dorit was going to be.
I don't want to speak on anyone's.
Dorit is going to be let go if she doesn't bring it next season. And so I feel like, that outburst calling Camille all kind of see you next Tuesdays over and over again and just doing the most. And then even like talking about PK, the way she talks about PK, and then walking that back and then saying that, calling him a monster, but then being upset because somebody thinks that he would set up, that Garcelle said he would set up the robbery. Yeah, girl, you the one said he was a monster, so wouldn't that fall in line with some crazy shit? You said he was a monster, not me. You said he was a bad dad and an alcoholic, not us. That's what you said. Coming in trying to save yourself. Erika Jane, she really didn't have anything to talk about. Let me go to my notes. Let me go to I don't have any notes, but to my profile on Twitter, because I was kind of talking about it there. Okay, here I am. Sorry y'all, cuz I didn't know if I wanted to talk about it, because I don't know if I mean, I feel like I don't know what's going to happen next week. I don't know if it's going to be better than this week. I feel like this reunion was like okay, cuz I was watching it and I was like okay, and the stuff that it was a lot on Dorit, and the stuff that she was saying wasn't making it. Was, I mean, like, it makes sense, like she could be upset whatever, but it's like it's not deep. Like the grievances that you have are not really that deep, and so they don't make sense, because it seems like you're just coming up with something to have a grievance. And then it's like when her and Sutton are going back and forth, and she's like, where is the girl that we got all season? Where's this girl with the beady eyes? And where's this girl? Like, she's trying to coax her to go back and forth with her, and she's not really giving her that, because is it worth it? Because after you give Dorit says she has a problem with you, you try to resolve it, she brings it up again, and then it's like she keeps talking about it. Like the way they make it seem like Quad does on Married to Medicine. Like she's not gonna, it's not, she keeps talking about it, talking and talking and talking and talking about it. And it's like, okay, I got it. We get it. Okay. And then she was like, well, what did Dorit say to you? I think they asked, what did Dorit say to you that you had an issue with? And then Dorit says it herself. You mean when I said that the only thing you could buy with your money is a horse? It's like, so you thought you ate with that. So why would you bring that up? And then Sutton was like, oh yeah, that wasn't not like Sutton didn't even remember that. But you thought you ate, so you remembered that and you wanted to bring it up. Oh, like when I told you, girl, shut up, Dorit. Sorry. And I think at that moment, it was like Garcelle was just answering questions like, yes, no. Did anybody else get that? She was just like, yeah, no, not really elaborating or anything like that. I think they pummeled her the first part. Let's see what else. I said Dorit's issues with Sutton are dumb. Her insults aren't landing. Dorit had a tagline about living in excess. She's broke and bothered. Sutton is literally in Bel Air. All roads are prime real estate. I think Dorit is annoyed that Sutton hasn't tried to buy her friendship. Are you mad because I'm not trying to buy you as a friend? You're a boring ass friend. Oh, that was Sutton told Teddy Mellencamp that she was boring. That she wasn't interesting when she was pregnant. Remember that? Wasn't that Teddy Mellencamp? Who was she telling? I think it was Teddy.
I thought that, Teddy, maybe you were going to be a little boring. Okay.
As you was it? I think it was Teddy.
I'm sorry. Are we supposed to be honest or not?
Oh, of course. Oh, go right ahead. Women like Sutton are few and far.
Girl. Kyle. She's not gonna. I don't know. I don't know with Kyle. I don't know. I don't know why I keep saying the same thing over and over again. So here,
Garcelle, was this a moment where you felt like you couldn't even defend Sutton? Yeah.
oh, the money comment, the wallet.
Sure. And then we also Sutton can't defend Sutton. I thought it was a terrible comment. I was actually really shocked.
What about in her confessionals after
Has
that?
she doubled down?
Oh, double down, triple down.
No, I think it was. I've
Then she
been
went
very
even further.
clear that I thought that was.
I mean,
Actually, I thought it was a disgusting comment.
I thought it was very beneath you.
We talked about it the other night, and you said to me, "I'm not proud of that."
No.
And I said,
Terrible.
"You shouldn't be."
We're allowed to do things.
You did in a confessional say that you did kind of call me an alcoholic.
The only thing your wallet bought you was a horse and not a date.
Yeah, that wasn't nice either.
Do you think you deserved it?
Think you deserved it?
Deserved it for what? Deserved it for what, Dorit? What exactly did I what did I do to deserve you to say that the only thing I could buy was a horse and not a date? What did I do again to you? I think that's why everybody's like just looking at Dorit like,
Dorit, I do not need for you to
give this girl a contract for next season. She's working. She got the first chair. She's working. Obviously, what she did this season is she might be coming back next season. Got it. Oh yeah, that was not nice either. Like she didn't even remember that. Like when I told you, don't you think you deserved it? I guess if you feel like I deserved it, girl. What's the next question? Like that's what it's giving to me. Like, girl, why are we doing this with her? Why are we playing with Dorit? Why are we playing with her?
You don't exactly live like the Queen of Sheba.
listen.
You live on a main road.
How are you going to make digs at her for saying that you can't buy people and money isn't everything, and then try to throw shade at her for not living on a main road in Bel Air? So you're shading me like you can't afford to live in Bel Air while you trying to talk shit about me living on a main road in Bel Air.
You need to pick on somebody else whose wallet fits.
Oh, damn.
You're over there in pre-foreclosure. You be lucky if you can get underneath a main road in the next step with you and PK, because you don't have no idea who's on the deed. You have no idea what's going on with your mortgage. So don't worry about where I live. Worry about making sure you have a place to live. Girl, I think that's what she wanted from Sutton. And Sutton's like, girl, okay, you living on a main road. Okay. And everybody's like, ooh. Meanwhile, on Atlanta, she's like, I got pistols and whips. And they're like, yeah, la-di-da. So did you see the RP that the girl posted afterwards? And over here, like, oh my God, I was shocked and disgusted. Oh, you don't even live on a main road. I wouldn't want to live on a main road. Do you have a choice? Girl would eat Dorit up. And Sutton's not giving her that. She even was saying, is she gonna come out? Here she comes. Here she comes. Andy was looking at Dorit like, girl, what's wrong with you? What are you doing?
Oh, here she comes.
You're so tired that you trying to get Sutton to try to play with you, and Sutton they're just looking at you like, girl, okay, I can't wait to see. I'm really interested to see what happened to make Garcelle walk off. I wonder. Okay, let's go. What else did I say about this? My life is full of love. There's a hell of a lot to a big bank account, a hell of a lot more, Sutton, but you have to be nice in order to get love. Like that doesn't even make sense when Dorit was saying that. And it was like, it seemed like Dorit had she rehearsed a lot of what she was going to do at the reunion in order to make sure that the grievances that she had with women had some like a real foundation. And then none of them do. Like, it's like, girl, whatever. And I think that's where they are. That's where it seemed like they were, especially Sutton. She was just like, girl, work for your check, girl. You sitting in the first seat and you still got a problem with me. Are you guys good now? Were you able to unpack those boxes that we saw when Kyle went up to your room? Sutton is not giving them what she wants. I said, I'm sorry, but Dorit's grievances are falling flat and the main road comment was weak. Right. Dorita's talking about how there's so much that she has so much love. And Sutton was like, oh, girl, I can't tell. You just said you claim your husband as a bad father and an alcoholic and a monster. What's over there with what's going on with the love part? Where does the love fit in there with the monster? And then you get mad when somebody insinuates or intimates that um PK was the one who set up the robbery and only 4 other people. Girl, stop lying. You know everybody thought that. Everybody thought that. Even Andy. Maybe it's because the damn person who just caused you so much trauma gave you your phone back. They had a little piece of empathy and compassion left. So they left your phone. Girl, can you leave my phone? Huh? Girl, I'm trying to scare you. I'm not trying to give you a. And he left the phone. So it seemed a little weird. It seemed a little strange. No, that's weird. And even Andy said it. Like even Andy said it. Maybe it's because so that don't act like that wasn't the chatter. And if somebody in the friend group feels like that, and I think that's the reason why Garcelle mentioned it this season to like set the record straight. I don't think Dorit had anything to do with it, but I think somebody else did. And Garcelle should have said, well, you're the one that said your husband, he's not like the best person. He's a monster. So how is that too far-fetched to think he would cause you some trauma? And then the way that y'all acted afterwards, it was kind of weird. But again, I'm looking at Sutton and Garcelle and they looking like that's how that's what Sutton and Garcelle are giving. Like, girl, okay, y'all got the problems with us. Okay, girl, what's new? This is getting played out. Like it's getting played out. And Erika don't have shit going on, girl. Nothing. Dorit cleared. Cleared what? The statement doesn't even make sense. How do you talk? How are you scolding Sutton for talking about money, the money comment, the wallet comment, and then you retaliate by saying you live on a main road. You don't live like the Queen of Sheba. Neither do you. What are you talking about? So why are you even saying anything to me? You can't even afford to live on the main. You can't live on the corner under the main road and it in Bel Air. So I don't even know what are you talking about, Dorit? It doesn't make sense what you're saying. And then you want to turn around and say I'm full of love and it's a bunch of love going on. Well, it's not, it's giving conflicting stories. I don't know. That's why Sutton said, "Oh, I'm full of love." What? Okay, girl.
Dorit, I do not need for you to.
And then she says, "You have to be nice in order to get love." There's a hell of a lot to a there's a hell of my life is full of love, she said. What's her name said? Oh, even Andy looked like, "Oh, is it?" There's a hell of a lot to a big account. A hell of a lot more, Sutton. But you have to be nice in order to get love.
Dorit, I do not need for you to.
Somebody please explain to me what that means, because it makes no sense to me. My life is full of love. There's a hell of a lot to, maybe she meant to say a hell of a lot more than a big bank account. There's a hell of a lot more, Sutton, but you have to be nice in order to get love. So she's saying that Sutton is not nice, and that's why Sutton doesn't get the love that she has. So I should want to aspire to have the love that you have, that you're saying that your life is full of. Mm. You're not over there anxious because you don't know if the people are gonna come and put your damn house on a trailer and back it out. You ain't you don't. Are you able to sleep, girl? I think Sutton and Garcelle are looking like, girl, I don't know what's going on. Kathy comes out. They talked about Kathy's little moments. You know, Kathy is a jokester. And what did Erika say? Erika said something to Kathy, and I was like, Erika, you talk about somebody else kissing ass. And then when they bring up that Erika said that Garcelle and Sutton basically kissed Kathy's ass. Um, you were so happy to go to Kathy's house to have that little dinner with um, Bose and what's the other girl's name? What's the other girl's name? Who was it? Bose, Erika, and Dorit. Girl, see, it was. I had to picture the table, how the table was set up. It was Dorit, and y'all was talking. You were so happy to be there, girl. You were so happy to be there. And she said something like, "Ooh, you're the example." She said something. I was like, "Shut up, Erika." But you want to say Garcelle and Sutton kiss her ass. And then when Garcelle wants to talk about it, Erica's like, "Well, I just said it. I mean, we're supposed to be shady. That's what we're supposed to say. We're supposed to be shady." That's the same excuse she gave when they asked her about PK. She said PK and Dorit are the next to get a divorce. And her excuse was, "I was just being funny. I was just, playing up. I was just playing up." We're on Watch What Happens Live. Okay, so when I get on Watch What Happens Live and say "fuck Erika," I was just being funny, girl. Just watch what happens live, girl. Fuck Erika, girl. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, no, fuck her." What's funny is how Andy. I wonder if Andy and Garcelle had the conversation about her leaving before Watch What Happens Live, before they shot it or after, because for her to say "fuck Erika," he really didn't like react the way like he wasn't like shocked she said it. Maybe he was like, "Well, I'm gonna just let her get it off. She ain't coming back." You know what I'm saying? He didn't try to straighten it out or nothing. She literally said "fuck Erika," and that was it. I don't give a fuck what she says. Fuck her. I'm gonna see it. And the way that Erika Jane was salivating when they were showing Jennifer Tilly. Go back and look at Erika Jane's face, and it's so funny that they keep a camera on Erika Jane while we do this Jennifer Tilly package. She was like this, about to die, about to die, girl. She can't take it. She can't take it. She can't live that life anymore, girl. They say you in the back house. I tried to help you out on Twitter and tell them that it was not a back house. It is actually, it's not on it's on a main road. Girl, Erika does not live in the back house, but girl, the way the house looks and compare it to that house in Pasadena, girl, when you could literally probably fit that house that you live in inside of the house in Pasadena. That's what you are in a garage. That's why you over there knowing everything. And then you see, Jennifer Tilly tried to, we're talking about a bracelet by a designer, and Jennifer Tilly was basically saying that the designer Webb, I think she said something Webb, and she said that the designer has these pieces, and because Erika recognized the piece, right, and was like, "Oh, is that a such and such?" And she was like, "Oh," she was like, "I was so impressed by Erika." A lot of people are impressed by Erika. Remember when they went? Where were they in? Where were they in? Spain? Where did they go? Where they left Merce's in the purse.
Who are you?
Yo, Merce is in the purse. Listen.
When Erika was drunk at that dinner party. Erika seems like a hoot at the dinner party. At the dinner parties, right? She was good. She knows a lot of like trivial information, and she can have conversations, carry on conversations. So Jennifer Tilly was impressed by Erika knowing what that bracelet was. And then Erika, another like a necklace that she had on that she said was Cole Porter's, why he had a design for his wife, and it's only one of a kind. and she had it on in the shot for the Beverly Hills. I said, "This is what the fuck I'm talking about, bitch. This is what I'm talking about." But please, please do not make Jennifer Tilly a main girl. Let her not. Please let her just be a B. Like, I feel like just leave Jennifer Tilly alone. Just let her be a friend of. Just leave her alone. The same way Marlo should have stayed a friend. Just leave me alone. Don't get in my personal life. I come on the girls' trips. I come in the group events, but that's it. Let me have my little moments, and that's it. I don't need to. I have my confessionals. I don't need to. You don't need to get all in my business. Because did you hear when Andy asked how much does she get from The Simpsons, and she says, Girl, I'm not saying. I'm not telling you." And then they also made it a point to say, "Yeah, we talking about all this jewelry, but it is in a safe at the bank. So don't be coming up in my house thinking you're gonna find the jewels, okay?" Make that very clear. And she says she has a food anxiety. Did you hear her? And that's why she was nibbling. Girl, when I tell you the way they kept turning that mic up on Jennifer Tilly eating,
Dorit, I do not need for you to.
that was the best part. That was the best part. And then it was so funny because the way that she was trying to like apologize for things before we get to the package, let me just apologize. And like she was kind of nervous. But then even with when Dorit tried to tell her what her issue was, like, girl, you can't really have an issue with Jennifer Tilly. That's it. Like, I said what I said, and that's it. And that's how I feel. Like, and then when Dorit was done saying what her problem was, they were like, "Okay, we're going to the next story." Like, girl, it doesn't even make sense. Dorit, I don't know. Dorit was in the first chair. She had a season that got her to the first chair, and maybe she's coming back next season. But you're gonna have to let all of the stuff that they have going on. It's gonna have to be let go because it's getting repetitive. It's getting repetitive, and it's just getting repetitive. We need something new besides these like the alcoholic stuff with Sutton. Like, that's, let that go. Like, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. They're done. What else? Let's see. What time is it? Okay, we got a few more minutes. Not need for you to tell me about love. Girl, Dorita's right. Sutton showed up very different, low energy for this reunion. And I said, who wants to keep fighting with somebody who repeats themselves over and over to no resolve? Sometimes people tap out. The way she's not fighting back makes Dorit look stupid. She's even calling her out to play, and Sutton doesn't want to.
Oh, here she comes.
It's futile. Dorit is insufferable. She is. It's like, girl, I don't want to fight. Okay, girl. You're so mad. Okay, girl. You mean when I told you that your only thing your money could buy was a horse? Like, girl, yeah, okay, that too. Yeah, that too. That was hurtful too. It's like they like, okay, let her have her issues. I don't know. I wonder what was said at the end. I'm still wondering what was said at the end to make Garcelle walk away. That's what I said. You're talking about life being more than a big bank account, but then throw shade about living on a main road in Bel Air. And the only reason why you're talking like that is because you're in you have some financial insecurities right now, right? And so everybody knows that. And that's why they're so shocked and appalled that actually somebody said that's why you broke. And you need to fuck with somebody who you could play in the sandbox with. You can't play in the sandbox with me, bitch. You think you better than her? If you were in the same position you were in, you would think you were better than her. Shut up, Erika. That's what Sutton should have said. Shut up, Miss. It's expensive to be me. Hush. You over there, two steps away from food stamps. Be quiet. You think you're better than her? When I told you, go back and watch when they showed Jennifer Tilly's package. Go look at Erika. They left the camera on Erika. They are shady. It's like she was trying to keep her face. Hmm. Don't you love when you just be like floating on a cloud and the coffee just tastes so good? It's so good. Dorit is putting on a masterful first chair performance. She really had her foot on Sutton's neck. I said the foot stinks of pre-foreclosure because it's like, girl, okay, you keeping my foot, okay, Dorit, with your kitten heel on my neck. Can you get up? Cause I'm done playing this. All right, let me dust off. All right. Oh, you told me off, girl. You got me, girl. And I don't know what's wrong with Garcelle. Garcelle was done. She wasn't. I don't know. She was trying. She wanted to talk to the people, but they. I don't know. I don't know what was happening. Let's see. What else? Let me go to the hashtag. And then like she really thought like last week, she really thought that her laughing at Sutton for saying I care about all women, I want that for all women, and then she started laughing as if you have to personally like her in order for her to succeed, or in order to want for her to succeed. You understand what I'm saying? She laughed at her. Girl, it doesn't make sense. Um, Kyle talking to PK. I think we can agree that, and she agreed that she would have had a problem with it if it was the other way around. She understood. She understood it. She understood it. So, period. You understood it. So, you know that you did was out of pocket and lying. Bo's calling her a liar. She was like, I've never been called a liar. Okay, well, it's the first time for everything, girl. So here we are with you not telling a consistent story. So it seems like a lie. Is what would you call it if it's a story that you keep telling and there's inconsistencies in the story? Like after a while, so many inconsistencies. What would you call that, girl? Shut up, Kyle. You shouldn't have been texting that man and talking about her. I'm sure you talk shit about her. I'm sure you have. And then that's when Garcelle was like, yeah, I mean, just admit that, oh yeah, I have talked shit about you. And even Dorit was like gesturing over to Garcelle, like, yeah, just admit that. I mean, okay, girl, we get it. But then she said, even the night after Oceanside, after they got into that fight, she went up there. Why do you need to preemptively tell what's his name that, oh, we got into, like, before she gets to him, like, why? Like, I don't understand. That's weird to me. Kyle is saying he's a better friend to me than Dorit is a friend to me, when you are my friend. You acting like you need to go and have this kind of relationship with him, and you're my friend, but you want to act like there's something more to the relationship. And they try to make it seem like that's not what they were insinuating, but it was what they were insinuating. Because what else would it be? Then why else would it be a problem if you weren't insinuating that it could be a possible intimacy thing? Not just her talking shit, but oh, we didn't think they were having an affair. Oh, okay. Because why did Kyle show the picture of Dorit with her hand rubbing Mauricio's back? If in Kyle's mind, she's like, I'm showing this, I could think that something's wrong with this. So in her mind, you guys were trying to insinuate or intimate that they're having some kind of affair. And that that, and then Kyle, the way that you're acting is like, him and PK, and you're my friend. You don't know him better than I know my husband. Don't act like you know my husband better than me just because you have texts and memes back and forth, is what I was trying to say. But in this situation, they weren't even friends. So don't be acting like you're friends with my husband. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Is because you're my friend. Don't be acting like y'all closer than we were. Don't act like that, because you know him because of me. Y'all ain't been friends. So don't be acting like you know my husband better than you know me. That's what I'm trying to say. And trying to talk to him. And like, that is weird to me. Why are you running upstairs and texting PK to let him know that you and I just got into a fight? That's weird. I'm sorry. I think it's weird. I think it's weird. Why do you need to like warn him? I don't understand what is that action? I would think it's weird if I think anybody would think it's weird if your girlfriend ran upstairs to your husband, your potential ex-husband, and to let him know that you and I just got into a fight. Why are you telling him anything? Why is he being brought into this anyway? Why do you need to go upstairs and tell him? Like, that's the questions, and they weren't getting to it to me. That's the questions I would have wanted to know. Like, what is that about? What is that action about? And why are you, and then that, to me, we can dead the girl's girl. Kyle is not a girl's girl. Dead it. That's done. That's not a just dead it. I think it's something that you like to hear yourself say, but that's not it. That's not it.
Sutton said, when you've had enough surgery, anyone can be pretty.
Yeah.
Dorit hit back.
She hit back
saying
hard.
that why hasn't Sutton done it?
She hit back real hard. That's what's going to happen from now on, Sutton. Okay, I get it. You're going to hit, I'm going to hit back harder.
All right. Bose, you were upset that Kyle
Another
and
threat.
Okay.
No.
It's a promise.
That is a promise.
That's a promise.
She's going to do that. She's going to do it. I got it.
All right.
Thank you. Those days are done now. I don't think that we are going to get anywhere.
No, me too. Things came to a head in
Don't think
St. Lucia when Erika said that Sutton has a tendency to kick women at their lowest. Jennifer, you know Sutton the best. Do you see this as a pattern of behavior that the other women are talking about?
Well, I haven't witnessed it, and I've known Sutton for a very long time. But in this group, sometimes it seems like Sutton's asking questions of people that are in a bad way, and it might seem a little bit like she's maybe
Poking.
Yeah, it might seem like a little bit that she's not being empathetic as sometimes those questions hurt.
Well, other people in this group also ask you questions.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that. We're talking about you right now.
Well, did they
Why I
kick you
said
when
what
you
I
were
said.
down?
Pardon me?
Did this one and this one kick you
We're
when
talking
you were
about
down?
you right now, and and I already cussed them out privately.
She didn't feel we supported her as much as Lisa Rinna did, but we never kicked her when she was down ever.
But she thinks I did. What's the
Well,
difference?
you approached her very differently.
Whoa. We're not railroading this, okay?
No.
We're talking about what happened in St. Lucia and why I feel the way that I feel and why I said what I said.
We have gone through that year so many times, and I have apologized.
Oh, I accept your apology,
sincerely.
but
But
I'm
then, if
bringing this up
if
here.
you have accepted my apology, when will you move on?
All I'm asking is, do you see that? Are you aware that you do this when people are at their lowest?
What's the difference between asking questions and weaponizing or picking at someone?
Intent.
Sutton said, when you've had enough surgery.
Intent. Y'all don't want Sutton to ask questions. Her thing, I have questions.
I'm sorry. Are we supposed to be honest or not?
Oh, of course.
Oh, go right ahead.
Women like Sutton are few and far between in
Y'all
Beverly
don't
Hills.
want these questions, and Sutton is going to ask questions that actually make you question where you are in this situation, kind of putting the onus on you. Like, don't get mad at me. Don't start getting mad at me because I'm asking questions that you're not liking. Don't get mad at me for that. I'm asking questions. You don't want to answer the questions because you don't, whatever, maybe because the cameras are around, right? I cussed them out privately. This is for next week. I cussed them out privately. Okay, Erika. But you're going to cuss me out every time you get a chance on camera. Okay. Got it. This is the first reunion Andy has not yawned at Dorit. Like dragging your coworker because she lives on a main road when you have zero income and your home is in pre-foreclosure is something. I must be the only one on earth that still wants Kyle on the show, and I'm not afraid to say it. I like Dorit and Erika, and yep, I hate Sutton. Dorit sucking up to Tilly and attempting to manufacture this giggly girl squad thing is cringe. I think if we combine all 3 hours of the Beverly Hills reunion, Dorit talks for at least 2.5 of those hours and half of her points aren't landing. That's what I'm saying. It was like, girl, just let Dorit act like she has a problem with everyone. Bose is reaching. What Sutton says was not racist in the least. She asked why Bose was so angry with her specifically. That is a logical question. Not everything needs to be made racist. So I guess next season they're going to try to make Sutton out to be racist. Tired of RHOBH. They wanted someone vibrant, genuine, and willing to speak up until she had more in common with Dorit than Garcelle. God forbid she actually wanted to make a friend instead of an alliance. All right. I'm done talking about it. All right. I think that's it. I think I'm done talking about it. Take care of each other. We'll see what happens next week with part 3. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.